friends, I'm the vegan. I make a fruit salad today. A happy, colorful fruit salad with all kinds of fruit I had at home. I always buy my fruit once a week. Saves a lot of time. And so I have to store them at home and I have to watch which kind of fruit is durable and what fruit I have to eat right away. And kiwi, for example, I buy them always in bulk. They're very inexpensive, super healthy, like all fruit. And they're very hard, firm when I buy them. But they have to be, especially kiwis, have to be, here I show you, they have to be soft and ripe to unfold the full health benefits. Kiwi more than other fruits. Yeah. But in general, what happens in fruit when they ripen, when they get soft, the starch, that's a complex carbohydrate, turns into sugar, simple sugars. And we have to have the simple sugars in the blood so that our cells can burn them like fuel in a car. That's why fruit is so important, because they are main deliverer of these simple sugars for us, and direct. Fruit have it direct, the easiest food to get. But of course it is more expensive than vegetables, because fruit needs a lot more of water in general than vegetables, so they are more expensive and they are not as easy to keep. But they're very precious. I have to say they are my favorite food is fruit. But of course we have to eat greens. All the other foods are very wonderful. This is a personal thing. If you eat more like fruit or more veggies or whatever you like. All plants that are edible are wonderful and super healthy. Plants, as opposed to animal products, they have fiber, phytonutrients, all these wonderful things that we need to survive, to thrive, to be beautiful, the skin, the eyes, to sleep, the hormone balance. All these things are researched. Only since veganism rose so strongly in 2013-14, it began plummeting. We have a global vegan movement now. Not even 7 years old. It began. And since that time, more and more studies coming out. Before, they didn't study that. They didn't ask these questions. Many questions have not yet answered about the fat, for example. Not yet completely answered about the saturated fat, for example. The fat that is mainly in animal products. It doesn't seem to be very good for us. It's one of the main causes for heart disease, or our main killer in modern times. But the studies are still controversial a little bit, because there's a huge health industry coming up with more and more studies, and some are faked, some are only one-sided, and some are really good. But there's a lot to watch, and so mainly for us to know is fruit is super healthy. You cannot eat too much, really affect, and in general, plants are our food for modern societies. We have an abundance of food, so we don't need to eat animal products because we don't starve. There are more people now starving again because we have a big distribution problem and economic problems of the economical systems. That is true, it begins, but still in our culture, the main deaths are by eating the wrong food, and that must be, animal product is the wrong food. So we have to find that alarming, and we have to change our habits. We have to go eat vegan, everybody, to save this planet, to save the animals, to save our health. And I guess more and more people are understanding that, but the science also important to really prove it. Without health science, we wouldn't have understood that. The surge of veganism might not even have begun without the health science. Even if this is only our selfish reason for us to stay healthy, without being healthy we cannot be vegan. Otherwise we would kill ourselves. Who wants that? That's not possible. So even if the animals are the most important thing, without health there's no chance. So we have the health science, and that's important. So now I make this fruit salad, and I begin with a nice dressing. So it's just a marmalade kind. I use chia seeds, and first I put these strawberries in, another wonderful fruit. Berries are among the healthiest fruit we have, not especially strawberry. I guess that is not even considered a berry because the seeds are outside here. And But this is a complex question. What kind of plant is in which category? Is it fruit? Is it a vegetable? There are laws about that. That's not pretty clear, but it doesn't really matter. Yeah, we can say it is a fruit. Yeah, it's a berry, even if that is not 100% right, correct in botanical sense. But that doesn't matter. A chef has a different standard in the kitchen. We call vegetables that we use as vegetables that are not so savory. We know botanically there may be fruit, but who cares? It doesn't really matter. So these are frozen, have been frozen. I thawed them. That is important just for the blender. Yeah, if they are frozen, the blender doesn't really work. Yeah, it doesn't catch the fruit. They stay dry, and it takes endless time until they get really into the blender blades and get a mousse. And that's why I have to thaw them. And here I have dates, because of course when I here blend these thawed strawberries, that will only be liquid, yeah, like a soup, very thin soup. So putting dates in makes it thicker and sweeter, because the frozen raspberries are the frozen berries in general. There are a lot of frozen fruit. They are wonderful, they are super healthy, there's no problem with them. And there can be even more nutrients when they are frozen as if fresh, because from the field to the market, they lose a lot of nutrients in that time. Yeah? But when they come from the field into the freezer directly, they keep all these nutrients, a lot more at least. So measurement science shows that frozen fruit have even more of some main nutrients. We don't know about all the nutrients, the phytonutrients. They may be not measured there. We only begin to learn about that. The specific fruit and plant nutrients, the phytonutrients, the plant nutrients, we begin to learn about that, and well, we will learn about that later. But definitely, it's a very good deal to buy these frozen fruits, to me, because they're very inexpensive. They're available all through the year, and availability and cost, of course, are very important for my daily nutrition. I have to afford it, I have to get it. So that's very important. So the third ingredient here is chia seed. This is a miracle food. I have to say, it's really amazing. This is a white chia seed. Maybe the dark one, the black one, is even a little bit more healthy. I'm not sure, but chia seed anyway, they have these very important omega-3 fatty acids that we can get from flax seeds, chia seeds, walnuts. There are so many others. We have them, not too many, but we have some. And chia seed also has the advantage that if you eat just a teaspoon a day on a regular base, you lose weight because it saves calories. Later in the day, you don't need to eat that many calories. That is also scientifically proven. So chias are definitely a go-to food, and flax seeds may be even healthier, but chia seeds have specific qualities I like. They have almost no flavor. Flax seeds maybe a little bit healthier, we don't know precisely, but they taste stronger. That's why for these kind of food I prefer the chia seeds for the fruit marmalades and jelly. So I will blend now, and then I will combine my other fruit. Blender dance. Looks nice. I have to taste it. The texture is okay so far. It might change a little bit. When it sits a moment, chia seed might soak a little bit. Wonderful. Yeah, very nice. Though it will sit for a while, I show you. I may have to do a second blending because they might change a little the texture, but I have now time to combine my main fruit here. Here the big fruit salad, just fruit, except for the chia seed. Here these are grapes. Yeah, I love grapes. I could tell many stories about any kind of fruit. Yeah, you can look it up. They're all super healthy. They all have their special health benefits. I have a small bowl only. I will not use all of my fruit, otherwise I would have to take a larger bowl. But just to show you what I do here, now the kiwi, I showed you before, super high in vitamin C. The grapes have resveratrol, that's very important. Eyes, also cancer protection, brain damage, and so on. One of the great phytonutrients. And here pears, they are very healthy. Yeah, wonderful pears, they're so delicious. Right, in autumn and in winter we have beautiful pears, and they are good for the kidneys. They help the body to eliminate liquids through the kidneys. That's very important. Otherwise, they are pretty much the same calories and nutrients as apples. It's also super healthy, but the kidneys are more for the pears are more for the elimination of liquids to the kidneys than the apples. Just some small things here. I have a mango. No, this is a papaya. Sorry, papaya. They're also, and they're wonderful enzymes. A very special fruit in India, very popular. They eat it for the eyes. Papaya. Don't know what the science says about that, but it's definitely delicious and wonderful. Mango, they use it for the skin. Yeah, beautiful mango here. I have all these wonderful colors here. You see, this is a very wealth. Yeah, we have such a wealth in fruit in our daily lives here in the Western culture. I mean, it really is a big present, a big gift. I feel really so lucky that I have grown up in these countries where we have all this abundance. Yeah, otherwise, how would ever veganism have become possible? If we were still starving in the poor countries, we wouldn't develop it. We wouldn't have the science to do that and the knowledge. Here, this is pomegranate seeds. How to open a pomegranate? You can watch in a video. I have it linked under this video. I put it. They're beautiful. They are one of the healthiest fruit too. These are, to be precise, they are seeds inside these areoles. They are called areoles. They are very watery. These little things, and inside of each arrow there's a seed. Yeah. So this is a very special type of fruit, the pomegranates, and they are very wonderful, healthy. And you can see it also with the color. The colors make these kind of all fruit special healthy. We just begin to understand. This is my fruit salad. Isn't that beautiful? And the thing with fruit is very special for our nutrition, as I said. Literally, we cannot eat too much, as most of the deaths, the premature death, science says, are because of eating too little fruit. So we are all asked to eat more fruit. You can't go wrong with that. Some people have misconceptions because they think, oh, too much sugar, that's all wrong. Eat the whole fruit with the fiber. You cannot eat too much. They're very healthy. It's getting a little bit thicker here. I taste it again. What delicious. Super. And I will blend again to make it really creamy. You can put any dressing in this. You can refine the dressings in so many ways. I will just show you what it looks like on top of this fruit salad. I mean, you can also serve it in 100 ways, in different ways, I would say, not 100, but just these beautiful, colorful fruit here on the bottom of the glass is one way to do it, and just pour some of this wonderful strawberry gem on top. You see, this is what it looks like. It just goes on top. I guess it's beautiful, and it will also combine, if you eat now to begin this, to eat this, it will combine automatically with the fruit salad. But at the same time you have this wonderful visuals. Yeah, you have these green colors, the red colors, yellow colors, and this wonderful pink colors all together. So you can combine it right away or eat it like that. You can serve this to friends. It's wonderful. You can put some more fruit on top to make it nicer, whatever. There are many options. The eye eats at first, always. Yeah, we begin, we look at something and like or not, and we smell it maybe, and then we touch it, taste it, and then it goes into the system and spreads everywhere, and we feel it. So that's a lot to think about, but taste, I guess, is one of the most important. And all these fruits, they taste amazing, and it's not wrong. We are not misled by that. Kids know why they like fruit, and if you give them healthy fruit, I experienced that they begin to like fruit. Some kids don't like fruit because oftentimes they have all of these not organic fruit, and then they taste it and they don't like it. I see that many times, and parents told me, my kids don't like fruit. I gave them in school, for example, I gave them then organic apples, and they began to like it. They loved it. The colors are so nice. The kids can't resist the colors. They know what's good. So fruit are amazing. And this fruit salad also, I hope you enjoyed. Thanks for watching. If you like my video, I would be happy. Yeah, maybe you subscribe and be vegan on YouTube. Have another recipe every single day. And find me on Facebook, Instagram, Pinterest, and Twitter.